Hi everyone, welcome back to the Wild Wolf Financial Team. This is Jem, your financial analyst in gold. Today is the fourth trading day of the week, so we are closely approaching the end of our trading week. Today is December the 17th. Now, as we all know, the COVID-19 has had a negative impact on the global economy and most importantly to our health. Let me get started with the charts. Now, as we understand that the vaccine that was announced by the Pfizer company had a very strong negative impact on this precious metal. We have seen a very strong plunge in the prices, so we can come to understand that this is one of the main forces that has driven this precious metal down $100. So not long ago we were witnessing gold around hovering around $2,000 an ounce, but currently it's come down to 1876. So we have seen lows of 1769s, which is around this level, not long back, which is in November, and gold did manage to go in a more of a bullish trend. Now, starting with today, the gold market opened negative at $1857 an ounce on the Asian session, with prices jumping $9 compared to yesterday's opening. The range was breached by the bulls on the second trading day of the week. So the strong bullish candle at 9 p.m. GMT plus 8 had broken the resistance level at 1852 with heavy resistance. So if you look at our charts here, we can see that this is the area that we've seen the bulls gain control, breaking this level. So we've come to understand that prices were on a rising trend. Now, based on the hourly chart, which I am currently on right now, we can see that buyers were in control. So if you look closely here, we can see that overall this has been a very strong bullish trend. Now, there were good fluctuations following its direction in an ascending manner. So if we're looking at this area here, we can see that the gold is on an upward trend. It is clearly seen that the bulls were in control from the size of each candle and the direction of its trend. So as you can see, each bullish candle here is a very strong candle, especially the one that had breached this level in this area. And moving on, the gold was going up, even though the sellers tried to take control to bring prices back into the range. So from yesterday, December the 16th, it was a very important day on the economic calendar. There was panic, which created a lot of volatility in the market. So as you can see here, starting from yesterday, prices were fluctuating, and this is what's been happening in this pattern here. The bullish ascending pattern was broken by the bearish candle at 9 p.m. GMT plus 8. So as we can see here, this area, gold was following its direction on an uprising trend until this bearish candle had to change the prices. So we can see that the sellers were involved strongly trying to bring the prices back to the previous range. Now the next bullish candle also shows that buyers were pushing prices back up, putting pressure on the sellers. So the prices did go up, and this wick here also shows that the sellers were trying to push the prices back down. Now, moving on to the economic calendar, the flash manufacturing PMI that was released showed that it was good for the US dollar, but there was not much of a fluctuation as much more was expected. So we can see fluctuations, but not as expected from the market. And moving on to the other point was the flash services PMI This also was bad for the US dollar, but did not have a strong impact on the precious metal. Now, the market did not respect the data that was announced for the core retail sales and the retail sales, even though it did have a negative impact on the US dollar. So we did expect gold to rise at that time, depending on the volatility of the market. But as I mentioned previously, much more was expected. Now, there also was a higher expectation from the federal funds rate to have an impact on the market. So, one of the main reasons for this precious yellow metal in following its uprising trend is due to the serious allergic reactions from the COVID-19 vaccine in the US that was announced. Now, COVID-19 pandemic is causing tremendous human and economic hardship across the US and around the world. The path of the economy will depend significantly on the course of the virus. So, the ongoing public health crisis will continue to weigh on economic activity, such as the employment, inflation, and in the near term, and poses considerable risks to the economic outlook over the medium term. Now, if countries do go into lockdowns, gold is definitely one of the best investments at that point in time, which still currently is, as it is a safe haven hedge against inflation. Now, in regards to the COVID pandemic, now Germany also reported the biggest ever jump in the corona cases, which is 45,000. So, new infections numbers have doubled since yesterday. Now, moving on, let's just go back on the daily chart. As you can see here, gold is following its bullish momentum. So as we can see in this area from the previous days, which was the beginning. In fact, it was last month, but we've seen the trend that it's been coming down. But nonetheless, the bullish momentum looks to be a lot stronger here. So we can see that there's a lot of buyers involved. So moving on, let me get back on the hourly chart. So meanwhile, as I mentioned earlier on in regards to the vaccine and the negative impact it had on the economy, and most importantly to our health, the main focus currently is on the COVID-19 vaccine, while the Brexit trade talks do have a significant influence on this precious metal. Now, the resistance level, it was broken earlier on, and that was at 1876. So we are looking at this area here. That was just earlier on today, where prices did break this level. So we can see a very bullish, a strong bullish candle here that did break this level. And currently, the resistance level is at 1900. So if I do just drag down, as we can see here, the level has increased to 1900, and the support level is sitting on $1850 an ounce. So, moving on, as we can see now, I'll just put on the daily chart. We can see that not long ago, prices were on the lower highs. So if we go back to the month of August, we can see here that prices were above $2,000 an ounce, and ever since in this bearish pattern here, we can see that on November, the negative impact of the vaccine had brought down gold, bringing it down $100. But nonetheless, gold was within the range, and due to the other economic data which I've mentioned in my previous videos, we have seen other negative impact on this precious metal. So not long ago were prices ranging around $2,000, but nonetheless, currently the resistance level is at 1900. So we are expecting prices to rise. So which is this area here. And if it does break this level, we will expect prices to once again rise back to here. So this will be around $1965 an ounce. So moving on, just before I do end my video, I would like to thank all of you for watching my video. And if you did like my video, please do give us a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. So please do stay tuned and we'll be updating you on a daily basis. Wishing you all a great day ahead. Thank you very much.